Hi, my name is Antoine and welcome to my video. So, what is this video about? It's about chaining multiple arpeggiators to create interesting rhythms and complex melodies. So, we're gonna start off by making a very simple patch. I'm gonna use analog for this one, but any synthesizer or instrument will work. So let's just listen to it. Alright, so first things, we're gonna lower the frequency by a ton. Maybe the second oscillator will be a sine wave, and maybe add a little bit of unison. So that's good enough. This is not what this video is about. So what we're gonna do here is group the patch. So you can right click group or use Ctrl G to make a group, and then you're gonna want to click on this little button here to open the chain menu. And then what we're gonna do is use Ctrl D to duplicate the patch 2 times. So let's put an arpeggiator on each of the chain. Now, what we're gonna do is change the panning of each chain so that they take a different space. So let's leave the first one at the center, the second one we're going to put it to the left, and the third one to the right. So let's hear how this sounds. Pretty basic, right? So what we're going to do is apply different settings to the 3 arpeggiators in the chain. So let's start with the first one. I'm going to solo it, and let's leave it at 1/8. Maybe put a little bit more gate so that the notes are longer. That seems good enough. I'll leave it to the style to up and maybe change the steps. 2 seems appropriate. And then we're gonna look at the second chain. I'm just gonna mute it, solo it. And we're gonna change the rate, maybe a faster rate. Let's try 1/16. I'll change the style to down. I'll put a shorter gate and add some steps. So let's hear the 2 together. Now I'm gonna change the parameters on the third chain. I'm gonna put the style to, let's try random actually, and maybe put it slower, maybe 1/4 note, and make the notes longer. I'll put the steps to 1. So that sounds like this. So to make it more interesting, you're gonna want to change a few parameters on the patch itself. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start with the first chain. Maybe we're gonna want to open the filter up a little bit. That should be good. On the second chain, maybe we're gonna, let's try actually boosting the resonance on this one. That should be good. And on the third chain, let's I don't know, let's try changing octaves actually on the second oscillator, maybe -1. Actually, this is not the yeah, that should be fine. So let's listen to all of them together. That's pretty good. So the next step is adding automation to create some interesting movements within the chord progression. So I'll start with the first one. Maybe let's try changing the rate of this one towards the end. So I'm gonna click on the rate and press A for automation, and I'll just make it faster towards the end. That sounds pretty good. On to the second one. Maybe I'll change actually I'll change the style. So press the style, A for automation, and I'm just gonna randomly like create some changes like this, like this, like this, like this. Should be fine. So you can get really crazy with automation. You can automate all sorts of parameters within the arpeggiator, but also within the patch. So on the third one, let's try this. We'll automate actually we'll automate the filter cutoff. So press filter cutoff, press A for automation, and let's open it up towards the end. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.